Lamar Jackson, soon to be two-time MVP, going up against already two-time MVP, two-time Super Bowl MVP, the last year's reigning champ, Patrick Mahomes. We know the story of these guys. We know they were both first-round picks, whether it would be in the 10th overall pick or the 32nd overall pick. Here they are, both MVPs. About to be two times each of them. Both playing elite level football currently. Built with great teams with amazing defenses to back them up. A little bit of questions at the receiver group on both sides, especially to start out the year. Now the Ravens have addressed some of those. The Ravens receivers have gotten better over time. And some of the wide receivers in Kansas City have as well. I'm looking at you, Rashee Rice. Thank you for stepping up. Travis Kelce played a lot better against the Bills, unfortunately, than he did the previous week. The Lamar Jackson-led Ravens were off to a slow start against the Houston Texans, only putting up 10 points in the first half. A 10-10 ball game going into half. Lamar Jackson cursed everybody out, as he said in his post-game interview, and told them to shape up. And he brought the energy. He led by example. He brought the intensity. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. The Texans are gone in an instant. The Ravens had their way in the second half because of Lamar Jackson. Patrick Mahomes went out against the Dolphins, had a slow start, had troubles putting the ball in the end zone to start the game. They found their rhythm as the second half progressed and then went up to Buffalo in Highmark where it's freezing cold. The snow was everywhere. Snowballs being thrown at them after the game and everything. Came away with the win. Their offense was dominant. And the Bills just can't get over the hump, man. They just can't beat the Chiefs for whatever reason. But that's neither here nor there today. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes is what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews, who might actually and probably will play this week against the Kansas City Chiefs in Baltimore. A home game for the number one seed Ravens. Do they have what it takes to dethrone the reigning champs? Absolutely. Absolutely they have what it takes. They have the MVP of the league with the number one defense in the league going up against another very solid Patrick Mahomes team. The run game is much improved for the Chiefs as well. Isaiah Pacheco is having his best year. The Ravens' run game is number one in the league. We are going to have a fun ball game up ahead of us. And I'm excited to see it. Is Lamar Jackson going to get off to a slow start again? And that's going to be a key. Whichever team gets off to a slow start, I don't think is going to be able to come back in this game with the stifling defenses that we're going to see. Both teams have started slow at times. Both teams started decently slow in their first playoff matchup. Like I said, the Chiefs, it was slow against the Dolphins. Got the ball in the red zone almost every single drive and couldn't punch it in. Leading to field goal after field goal. Harrison Butker was getting his money's worth. But come on, everybody else, we got to see some tutties. Now the Ravens, they just couldn't get the ball moving that well in the first half against the Houston Texans. Was it the Texans defense led by DeMeco Ryans? Of course, we got to give some credit there. Absolutely. But what is it? Also some nerves by Zay Flowers, the rookie, Isaiah Likely, the young offense that it is? Definitely. Remember, this is only Lamar Jackson's, this game against the Chiefs will only be his sixth postseason start. He's just sitting at a 2-3 record right now. And he doesn't want to hear it anymore about his record in the playoffs. He wants to go out and dominate. He wants to show the people who Lamar Jackson is. He wants to be the guy who on draft day said he was going to bring a Super Bowl to Baltimore. He has to get off quick. Now, that's no easy task against Trent McDuffie, L'Jarius Sneed, okay, Chris Jones. That is a good defense. Just as good as the Houston Texans. Actually, it's better than the Texans. So a slow start can be anticipated, but it can't last too long. Because once the Chiefs start putting the ball in the end zone, it's going to be really hard to come back. Lamar is one of the best rushing quarterbacks in the league, and we saw Josh Allen last week had a great game running the football. And I expect nothing less from Lamar Jackson's legs. The number one defense, led by the Ravens, is so talented. We've talked about the guys across the board, and they are great. They are great. They are amazing. They're playing. All of them are having a hell of a year. But it's Patrick Mahomes now. It's Patrick freaking Mahomes. Might I remind you, the two-time MVP, two-time Super Bowl MVP, one of the greatest quarterbacks of this generation already, only at the age of 28. This man is him, and he's proven that. He proved, look no further than last year's Super Bowl on a bad ankle, had like a 30-yard rush that clinched the game almost. Okay, that is Patrick Mahomes. He can do no wrong. He can do nothing wrong. I am pretty sure he's already at the point where I was with Tom Brady. I will never count out Patrick Mahomes. Never in my entire life. But this defense is something new for him and his receivers especially. Plays have to be made. Kadarius Toney, Valdez Scantling, Rashee Rice, They have to catch the football. Travis Kelce, he's not exempt from this. He's also led the league in drops for tight ends. That cannot happen. This is going to be one beautiful football game. Two powerhouses. This is what you want in a conference championship. The best two teams going head-to-head, and I'm excited for it. The guys who have been here before, and the Chiefs, and the guys who are still trying to prove it, and the Baltimore Ravens. That being said, let's make our predictions. Let's make our predictions. Who do I think is going to win this game? Like I said, I can never count out Patrick Mahomes. But Lamar Jackson is the only thing in the way stopping from a Taylor Swift Super Bowl. That storyline needs to be stopped. Okay, I've seen it all over the internet. There is a lot of people praying for Lamar Jackson to ball out and end this Chiefs nonsense. Whether it be Taylor Swift, whether it be the Chiefs are just so good, we see them back-to-back Super Bowls, we don't want to, I don't know. We don't care about all that here. We care about the football side of things. Who is going to win this ball game? Well, let me tell you, it's really hard to come back in a game like this. But Patrick Mahomes is the only man I've ever seen do it. Think about their first Super Bowl run. They were down by 3 scores in almost every game. I can't even remember who they played. I remember the Texans was one of them on their way to the Super Bowl. They were down every single game. And Patrick Mahomes did his magic and got him to the Super Bowl. This is something I expect again. I really do think that they're going to have another slow start, starting off with field goals. Lamar goes and punches the football in a couple times. That crowd is going crazy there in Baltimore, and that defense is locked in. But somehow, some way, Patrick Mahomes is more locked in. Give me the Patrick Mahomes-led Chiefs. I don't care if he has to run the football himself the entire game. I think they can do it. There is no one I would rather have with the football than Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid at the coaching position. It is perfect. It is perfect. So give me the Chiefs. I definitely, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a fun one. I'm going to be locked in on Sunday, and it's going to be the Clash of the Titans that we want. Lamar Jackson is going to put on a show. You can count on that. I just can't do it. I just can't put him over Patrick Mahomes quite yet. So that being said, give me the Chiefs. Let me know who you are taking. Tell me why you are taking whoever you're taking. Let's talk some football, fellas. I appreciate it. We're getting close to that Super Bowl time, so we better be locked in.